Hello everyone, my name is Kieran, welcome to the Chelsea versus Manchester United live review, and let's just say I'm happy that there's a World Cup coming up in around 20 days time, because I don't think I'd be able to sit through another Manchester United performance. I really don't think I could. I'm just happy we've got a break from it all, because that was absolutely diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. Clueless from start to finish. Now I have slept on this, and I have sort of had time to reflect a bit, so it won't be really kind of, I won't be really reactionary, and I don't think we should be really reactionary after this game. But you can't deny that what we saw out there was an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace yesterday. Chelsea didn't play them to the best of their ability. We can't say we got outclassed, but we just played worse than them. And they were crap. And we played worse than that. I mean, the goal that decided it, awful mistake from Phil Jones, and he is someone who I do not want to see lining up for Manchester United next season. He just is a liability. He's just a liability, a mistake waiting to happen. And we saw that yesterday with Eden Hazard. Gave away the penalty when really he didn't have to go in for that challenge, but he did anyway. And that was a deciding goal, and that sometimes happens in finals. You sometimes get a deciding goal like that. Conte knows how to defend, and that's what they did. Chelsea effectively in the second half parked the bus, and they used the Jose Mourinho tactics against Mourinho. He can't adapt his own tactics when he's playing someone who plays his tactics. He can't actually win against his own tactics. So I'm not sure if that's good or not. I don't know, but it was shocking yesterday, and a lot of those players needs to hand their heads in shame. Paul Pogba, I'm sorry, but 90 million. We have not seen 90 million worth of player this season. And to be honest with you, after last season, I thought, you know what? This is the season he steps up and plays his best football. And at the start of the season, I thought we were seeing it, but we weren't. And he's not delivered this season. And he better deliver next season, or else I think he has to go out the door. Now, it's a common theme for me that I want to give players 3 seasons, because we haven't done that. And it's the same for the manager. Jose Mourinho yesterday, he made his substitutions too late. And really that sums up our season, because that has happened in the past. We've been kind of 1-0, 2-0 down, whatever, losing in a game, and we still make the substitutions in the 70th minute. Why do we do that? Why not bring Martial and Lukaku on at half time? We should have just done that, but instead we wait, and we wait until the 70th minute, and nothing changes. I don't understand that, but for me, in a Jose in, Jose out situation, Jose definitely is the right man for Manchester United for me, no question about it. It's just, I don't know, some of his tactical decisions really do baffle me. Let's just say that. Really do baffle me. Just yesterday, playing Rashford up front, I knew as soon as we started Rashford up front, obviously Lukaku is injured, he can't do anything about that. But when you start Rashford up front, and we still try and play the crossing game, that is our game at the moment. Our game is getting out to our fullbacks, Valencia and Young, and crossing it in. Without Lukaku, without Fellaini, without any sort of height in that box, we've got nothing. We're easy to defend against. Get someone out to the wide man, and then we just pass it around the box until it breaks down. And that's what we saw countless times yesterday. Countless amounts of times, and we haven't been able to play that killer pass. And it's just really frustrating because seemingly, obviously we were the favourites going into that game, and I hate being the favourites, because ultimately every time we are the favourites, we seem to bottle it. But, we were the favourites going into that game. No one really gave Chelsea a chance, but we managed to be worse than they were. We managed to be worse than that Chelsea team who, let's be honest, without Eden Hazard, would really struggle. And it was really annoying. Really annoying from a Manchester United point of view. But yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say in the live chat. Get your thoughts and opinions in. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the live chat. Get your thoughts and opinions in. Okie doke. Wait, is this chat on? What? There you go. Okay, there is a chat. Fair. Right, welcome Liam. Welcome to stream, mate. How are you doing? I bet you're laughing, mate. I bet you're enjoying this moment. Oh goodness me! But yeah, I decided to stream a bit earlier today. I think I just want to get this all out of my system by tonight, just so I can forget about it and we can do other stuff, which I actually freaking enjoy doing. I mean, where was the pride? Where was the pride? Look at this badge. This badge means so much more than those players think. No one showed any passion, pride, energy until the 60th minute, which is not on at all. Which really is not on at all. Why? It's a common theme this season. We wait until we're 1 or 2-0 down to start playing. Why do we do that? It puts us under so much pressure. So much pressure. And, you know, sometimes it comes off. You know, against Man City, the Etihad, we won 3-2. Against Crystal Palace, we won 3-2. You know, countless times this season, we have come back. And that is why, in this game, when we did go 1-0 down, I wasn't too worried. But we didn't show any character, we didn't show any fight, and we got what we deserved. I have no complaints about the result. You know, it wasn't like, oh, Chelsea didn't deserve it. Because we were worse than Chelsea. And there's no doubt about that. Liam says, I would have got 108 quid if United won. Oh, goodness me, mate. You bet on the enemy. You bet on the enemy, and we failed you. I can only apologise, but there you go. I just can't believe it. I mean, a trophyless season for Manchester United. The first time since Louis van Gaal's first season at the club. And the thing is now, is that it's hard to make the case for Jose Mourinho as a winner. Because yes, we've seen him as a winner, but if we are going to play the style of football that we do, you have to make sure that we get the results. And we didn't get the results yesterday. We lost 1-0. Man United need to improve in the defence. Alderweireld, Sandro will be good. Yeah, that's the thing. We need to have a big summer transfer window. Because if we want to compete, because you just look at Arsenal, they've got rid of Wenger, they're going to bring somebody else in, they're going to be fresh to compete next season. Liverpool, you know, absolutely smashing out the park. Man City, I don't need to say anything about them. Chelsea, Spurs, they are all very, very strong. And I do think we still have progressed a bit this season. But ultimately, we are no longer the club that we were under Sir Alex Ferguson. We are now just a normal top 6 side. We are just a regular Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. We are now just one of those teams. We don't have the Sir Alex Ferguson. We don't have the massive history behind us. We haven't won a Premier League title in 5 seasons. So, for me, anyone who tries to compare ourselves to Sir Alex Ferguson is deluded. Because we will never get to that level. Never. Sir Alex Ferguson was a one-off. There is no denying that. And the fact of the matter is that anyone trying to compare us to that is stupid. I still think we can win the title next year. And I think we will win the title next year. Now, it might just be me being, you know, stupidly optimistic. But I still think we can win the title next year. A few more signings, getting rid of a few deadwood players, we can win that title next year. But, I don't know. Brother Gaming says we need Messi. Well, we're not going to get Messi, mate. I'm sorry to say we're not going to get Messi. There's no point in hoping for that. I mean, where does this leave some of the players in our team? David De Gea. Where does that leave him? Do you think he'll want to stay with Man United, finishing second every year? No, he won't. He won't want to do that. Welcome, DLM. Welcome to stream. You know, he won't want to do that. You know, I honestly think David De Gea is going to leave this summer. I think he will. If Real Madrid come into him, I don't see why he'd want to stay. You know, next season, we're not going to get anywhere near the Champions League. I really have doubts about that. I think we can still win the Premier League, but it's going to be a tough ask. BHFC News, welcome to stream, mate. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. And everyone, please do leave a like as well. If you want to go see my raw reaction to the game, by the way, it is up on the channel right now. It is my live reaction to the events yesterday as they happened. And you can see my rage unfold. And my blind optimism at the start turn into rage. Chicken hell, mate. Overreacting much. Yeah, look, mate. We were absolutely shocking. I'm sorry. You know, it's... you know, were absolutely shocking. I'm not overacting. We were absolutely terrible. But I think we can, you know, if we have a good, you know, transfer window, we can challenge next season. We really can. And I still think Jose Mourinho is the right man for the club. I think that ultimately he is a winner. Even though he loses this final, he is a winner, and he knows how to win games. And you know, obviously with the players that he had at his disposal, he couldn't get the job done yesterday, which is really, really disappointing. But I do think he's still the right man for the job. And after this season, after next season, then I think we can start judging Jose Mourinho and possibly looking at other options if there's a repeat of this season. Welcome Matthew, he says, Mourinho has deleted his Instagram. Well, I'm not surprised with the amount of United fans giving him stick over there. You know, probably, you know, commenting on his stuff. I'm not surprised. And it's just a reaction. It's just a distraction, isn't it? It really is just a distraction. DLM says, my biggest fear is becoming the next Arsenal. Obviously, that has been talked about, the fact that if we just continue to accept Champions League football, then, you know, we might become the next Arsenal with Arsene Wenger. But I think we are a better club than Arsenal. I think we have better players than Arsenal. I think we will always be a bit better. I don't think that'll happen, mate. I don't think that'll happen. But, you know, it could easily happen, but I don't think it will. Welcome Daryl, welcome to the stream, mate, thanks for joining. And also go and subscribe to Daryl's channel in the description down below as well. He says, cat game again, yep, cat game, yep, I know mate, I know. Liam says, in your opinion, who is more boring, Van Gaal or Mourinho? I think Van Gaal's more boring, mate. And to be honest with you, I still think I would much rather Jose Mourinho than Louis Van Gaal. Because even though Jose Mourinho is boring, I mean, as a fan, I can't really say that, you know, Man United are boring, because I'm such a fan that every single game, no matter if it's 0-0, 5-0, I'm always really excited and just really enthralled in the game. But I still think Louis Van Gaal's boring because, you know, it was literally sideways. But, you know, the main fact with that is we weren't even getting results. We were losing 2-1 at home to Norwich. So it definitely is a big step up from him. But Mourinho does need to change and adapt his style, because these fans are getting restless, and I think, you know, the opinions on Jose Mourinho are definitely divided, and we'll have to wait and see. BSC says, we are close to signing Andone from La Liga. Well, I don't know much about him, but to be fair, you know, strengthening the squad from Brighton is probably a very, very good move. Dazzer said he just woke up. Yeah, that was also the same for BHFC fan, BHFC 07 News. So yeah, obviously, you know, obviously this stream is a bit earlier than usual. I was thinking about doing it kind of early afternoon maybe, but I thought I'd do it now just to get it all out of my system, so we can start, you know, next week by talking about something else, because I don't want to ponder on this too much. BHG says, Mourinho is boring, mate, but Chris Gluten is shite. Oh, Chris Hughton. Well, okay, mate. BHFC News, whether you can respond to that. Who's more boring, Chris Hughton or Jose Mourinho? DLM says, Everton, check out the rants yesterday on my fan cams I did, including RedDevilWeekly, Dazzer, and United Talk. Yes, I did do a fan cam for DLM75. If you want to go check that out, I think his channel is in the description down below. But also, if you want to go click on his icon, whatever, then you can. But yeah, if you want to go check out my fan cam I did for that, then please do. Dazza says Van Gaal was more boring than David Moyes. Yeah, I thought David Moyes just wasn't a good manager. I mean, David Moyes, you know, well, no, David Moyes just wasn't even boring. He just didn't get the results. Van Gaal was boring, got a few results against the big sides, but ultimately was not good enough for Manchester United. If you do like the video, guys, please do leave a like as well. I really does appreciate it. And also subscribe if you are new. We're nearly at 320 subscribers. BHFC Fan TV replies to Brother Gaming, says Jose Mourinho is worse than Chris Hughton, more boring. Fair play. I mean, as of right now, I mean, Chris Hughton beat Jose Mourinho, and yeah, I don't know what to. I mean, I think I've summed up my feelings towards the game really, and I think we need to have a great summer transfer window. But I think we can't let this get us down. Obviously, you know, we've got the World Cup to look forward to. As an England fan, I will be watching that. I might be doing some content for this channel. I know that DLM75 will be doing content for his channel for the World Cup. And maybe Dazzer as well, I'm not sure. But I would say check out all the channels in the description, because they probably will be doing stuff during the World Cup. And on the channel, we'll be keeping you abreast of all the transfer news regarding Manchester United. DLM says you'll need to put my channel in the description next time. Oh, I do apologise, mate. I thought it was in the description, but I'll have to do that again. I do apologise. But yeah, it will be in the description for next video. Where to go from here? Where to go from here?
I think you're just moaning a bit too much.
Go on then.
I think you're moaning a bit too much.
Yeah, right, I'm moaning a bit too much. Well, look, we missed out on silverware, which we easily should have won. We easily should have won that.
You're an entitled fan who thinks we should win something every year.
Well, we know, but the fact that we got to the final and we didn't win it. So the fact if we got to the semi-final and I was moaning, then that's different. Because we got to the final and we lost 1-0 to those rent boys. Then, you know, that's why I'm moaning. That's why I'm moaning.
So you want Mourinho out then?
No, I don't want
You haven't said a positive thing about him.
I don't want Mourinho. Mourinho is definitely the right man for the job. He does win things, and obviously, and he has got us playing a bit better football than under Louis van Gaal, and at least the results are there. You know, I looked at the difference in points. We're 12 points better from last year, right?
Games.
Right. Last season we won 18 games. This season we won 26. We're getting a call through. Here's Dazzer's football stand.
Get 2 ticks.
Right, hello. We've got Dazzer on the line from Dazzer's football stand. If you want to go check out his channel, as I said, link in the description down below. A warm welcome, Dazzer.
Right, there we go. I'm sorted. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Obviously, you know, this stream is a bit earlier than I usually do, so I appreciate everyone who has turned out. But Dazzer, obviously, we probably know what the kind of theme and the theme of everyone's thoughts are of this game. But I mean, if you can sum up your thoughts on it.
Well, that was a cack game as usual. I don't know what went on there. You know, first half we just came out and we just didn't turn up. We played like Bow at Wembley as usual in the first half. It was like watching Bow against Norwich. Absolutely awful. Concede a penalty and end up losing to a penalty is just out of the question. It's absolutely disgraceful. You know, the second half we came out firing. You know, Chelsea had an absolutely shit second half. You know, we were absolutely fantastic in the second half. We had loads of chances. We did a lot better than the first half. We seem to have this problem where we can only play for one half, which is actually pretty much the same as the Boa. Can only play good in the second half. First half we didn't play well, which was by the time he started playing well, it was too late. But yeah, the only problem we seem to have is that we can't score. And I think in the transfer window, we need to sign some more strikers.
I agree. I think the way we go forward is really abysmal at the moment. I mean, especially for the last 4 games of the season. You know, we just didn't show much of a threat, and when we did have really good chances, 2 chances from Marcus Rashford that he should have put away, and he didn't. And you know, we need to be in those finals. You need to take those chances, and I just wish, you know, I mean, imagine Ibrahimovic on that chance, he would have put that away. You know, he would have put that away, and it really is annoying. But yeah, well, I think.
Well, yeah, we don't have Zlatan now.
Exactly. We got rid of him, but I just don't think. I mean, what did you think of Marcus Rashford? To be honest, what did you think of him? Do you think that, you know, it was a mistake starting him up front? Because for me, I thought we should have started Martial up front instead of Marcus Rashford. What did you think of his performance yesterday?
Well, I'll certainly say this now. He cannot play up front because he's not clinical enough. Now, although Romelu Lukaku was injured, but even though he came on in the second half, which was pleasing to see, and I was saying on the live watch along, which unfortunately didn't save, so don't know what happened there. But to be honest, I wasn't bothered. It was a flaming defeat, so. But I was saying that I don't care if Lukaku's not fit enough or whatever. Get him on, get Marcus Rashford off, because he's not a good striker. He cannot play up front. He's pretty much a left mid or right mid. He's not clinical enough up front. Now, the only striker we have right now is Lukaku. Now, sometimes Martial can play up front, but he very rarely plays up front. The only time he plays up front is if we actually don't have Marcus Rashford or anyone for striker. Now, he's normally left mid, which, of course, I have a bad feeling he's going to get... I have a feeling... Now, I know a lot of people won't like me saying this, but I have a bad feeling he's going to get sold in the transfer window, because there's just no point keeping... Oh, God, I'm spamming the thingies. There's no point keeping a player if you're not going to play him.
I agree. It's not going to be... I mean, I do think Martial is probably going to go. I think there is a slight possibility that he'll stay if Jose Mourinho does kind of, promise him a spot, but I doubt that's going to happen. So I think for his career's sake, he probably should leave, because he's not going to get time at Manchester United. I do think he really is he's a great talent, but unfortunately, I do think he's going to leave, and it is alarming that we do rely on Lukaku so much, and it's quite alarming how much we do rely on Romelu Lukaku, because ultimately, in that final and in the last 4 games when he has been injured, we looked utterly toothless. We really did, and clueless, really, as the title suggests. So, it really is annoying, and we need to make sure we sign enough. We sign some. We have a very very solid transfer window. So we sorry, Big O's making me laugh in the background. We have a solid transfer window, and we get in some good personnel. Liam throws Jamie Vardy into the ring. He's a clinical striker.
Wouldn't mind having him, to be honest.
Yeah, when you talk about clinical strikers, Jamie Vardy is definitely up there. He's also Premier League proven.
What about Antoine Griezmann? Very rarely misses.
That's true. Antoine Griezmann, he's obviously scored twice in the Europa League final, and we have been chasing his signature for the last few transfer windows. I'm not sure if we're going to go back to him, but we may do, because Atletico Madrid's transfer ban has been uplifted, so he doesn't need to stay there for kind of loyalty or whatever. DLM says you should start doing fan cams. Well, I mean, I would do, but I can't think that fan cams. A lot of YouTube channels already do fan cams, and also I feel like it's a bit cheating, the fact that I'm not really at the game. I don't know, but like DLM, I enjoy doing your fan cams though, mate. I'll keep doing them, but I'll think about it. I'll definitely think about it.
Jamie Brady, who's Jamie Brady?
DLM says, I just watched Martial on the pitch yesterday, and he looked angry and pissed off. I just feel for him. Yeah, he does seem that way, and I think it's very hard for him when he only gets kind of, last 20-minute spells on the pitch, and, doesn't really get a starting place. And obviously, it's very hard to make an impact for him when he's only on the last 20 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with him. It all depends on whether Jose Mourinho kind of promises him a spot in the team. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Anthony Martial. But for me, I think this FA Cup final, we haven't won it. It's another trophy that slips through the fingers, and it's very very disappointing. But I wouldn't let this kind of spoil your next few weeks. I'm just going to try and forget about it, because it's the last game of the season. A really disappointing way to end a kind of up and down season. But yeah, ultimately, we have to get this out of our system. We go into next season and we go for that Premier League title again. We have to, and I think we are in a better place than we were at the start of this season to challenge, and a few more signings here and there, and I think we'll be up there and challenging. But hopefully, I do think Jose Mourinho needs to change his style of play. Daryl, I remember you were saying that obviously if we didn't win the FA Cup final, Jose Mourinho was going to be sacked, or you wanted him out, either one of the two. What are your feelings on Jose Mourinho? Do you think we should be looking at other options?
Yes. Right, right. The reason I'm saying that is because the last couple of games that we played were just boring. We've been okay. Some of the games that we played this season, we've just been playing boring football and scraping wins. That is not the Manchester United way. Manchester United are not supposed to be a team that play boring football. Man City are, but it's shocking. We can't be playing boring football all season. If we keep Jose Mourinho next season, like with this season, no trophies, finishing second. Sorry, but I know we finished second, which is good. But although we haven't even won a trophy, the fact that we haven't won a trophy this season is just awful. And I'm actually wanting Jose Mourinho out because there's no point keeping a manager who can't win flaming trophies.
Yeah, I mean that is the thing. Obviously, the kind of major kind of argument that I have been using is that the kind of thing is he's kind of a born winner. Now, obviously he isn't. I still think he is a winner. I just think he got his tactics wrong in that game, and it's happened to the best of managers. But it is true that if you play the certain way like Jose Mourinho does, you need to make sure that you guarantee silverware, because we can't be playing like that and finish second and third every season. The fans won't tolerate it. So the whole argument of playing that way and grinding out results is the fact that you will win things. But obviously he has won 2 trophies in his first season. Didn't win the FA Cup this season, and obviously it is a worry. It definitely is a worry. I still think we should give him another season, but I understand where you're coming from. A few more comments. DLM says, would you rather FA Cup or Champions League? Yeah, I'd definitely rather Champions League football, but obviously silverware is what Manchester United is built on. The foundation of Manchester United is built on winning trophies, and it really did hurt yesterday, being in a final and losing. It was a feeling we're not used to as Manchester United fans. So, it was very, very disappointing indeed. But we just have to take it on the chin, really. And Liam disagrees with the fact that Man City should be playing boring football, but I don't know. To be fair, Man City played very well this season, you've got to say. But yeah, Daryl, anything else? Any other points you would like to make, my friend?
Well, obviously yesterday just wasn't our day. We do need to improve a lot more. We need to start being clinical of our chances. It's, at the minute, United have been playing as bad as Boa the last couple of games. The last 2 games that Boa played Aston Villa were awful. And obviously the last 2 games that United have played, the last 3 games actually United have played, haven't been that good either. Obviously the season's ended now, which I'm pretty glad, because it means we can start building our squad up a bit more and getting some more strength into the actual team, which is good. But overall, it's just not the best season that you'd hope for. And obviously yesterday just didn't go well at all. Didn't go our way. Michael Oliver needs to go to Specsavers, because he obviously doesn't know how to officiate, gives the wrong decisions away. The penalty, okay, it was a penalty, but all the other free kicks that Eden Hazard got weren't fouled, so it's just Eden Hazard cheating again. But the referee definitely needs to go to Specsavers, and so does the linesman. But we weren't lucky. We didn't deserve to lose it. That goal, okay, it was a tad offside, but nothing went our way yesterday. But overall, who cares now? It's over, and the season's over now, and now we can just hopefully try and win a trophy next season. But I don't know whether Jose's going to get sacked or what now, so who knows what's going to happen now in these next couple of days.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very level-headed view, Daryl, and I probably have to agree with a lot of what you said there. The season is over now, and it's a disappointing end, but we can't dwell on it. We have to go into the next season, prepare well, make the right signings, and go into the next season. I know it sounds so simple to say, but that's all we can do. We can't dwell on this final, for too much longer. But yeah, very, very disappointing end. Very disappointing end. But thank you very much for joining me, Daryl. Appreciate it. And yeah, go and check out Daryl's channel in the link in the description down below, as always. But thank you very much, Daryl, there. Appreciate it, my friend. Oh, I'm just going to wait for the FPS to go back up because it's gone down. I don't know why. Right, I know we're lagging a bit now. I don't know why we're lagging. Hopefully it gets back up. Right, it's back up now, I think. There was a bit of lag. I apologise for that. But, DLM says the referee was longside yesterday. Yeah, I definitely agree. Referee was longside. A lot of fouls for, Chelsea. And, that's the thing with Eden Hazard. He just draws fouls. And he knows that we're going to go after him. And he did draw a lot of the fouls there. I think it's I agree with Darryl there. I think, the season's over now. We can't dwell on it. We have to move on. And it really is a disappointing end. Really was disappointing. And yeah, where do we go from here? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also leave your thoughts for, any other sort of content you want me to create, as always, in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you haven't already as well, guys. I really would appreciate it. But that is the last review of the season. I won't be doing any more reviews until probably the pre-season friendlies. We've got some fantastic games coming up in that. AC Milan, Liverpool, Barcelona. Some fantastic friendlies to build up to in the summer. So join me for them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell as well if you haven't already. But that's the end of the season. That is it. That is Manchester United's season over. We now focus on transfers and trying to rebuild for next season. I will be doing a season review with some of the guys, so please do stay tuned for that. But anyway, thanks for joining me for this season. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for all the support throughout the course of this season, or from all the previews, reviews, watch-alongs. Thank you very much, everyone. And I'll see you very soon with some transfer videos.